Hey beautiful flowers, hope all is well y'all's way. Let's get into these DIY body roller oils. First you're going to start by cleaning whatever containers you're using thoroughly. Make sure you get any soap residue out. Rinse multiple times if you have to, because as we all know, oil and water don't mix. So since we're making body oils, we want to make sure we don't waste any product. Okay, next, so you want to start by cleaning off any area or surface that you'll be working on. Go ahead and fully disinfect that area to reduce contamination. Okay, now here I'm showing you guys the things that you will need. The containers that you just cleaned that you'll be using, you're going to need multiple droppers for this project here. Whatever scents that you want to use, scented oils, flavor oils that you'll be using to make your rollers of your choice. Whatever oils that you like to use, coconut, vitamin oil, shea oil, avocado oil, etc. There's so many out there. It's totally up to you. Gloves, trays to put your stuff in, something to store your rollers in, as well as your actual rollers, and any leftovers will go in a glass jar. Okay, here I'm just basically showing you guys the setup that I use. I like to line out all my oils in order, and I also like to label the front, as you'll see here in a few minutes. My actual body rollers that's in this foam holder here, I have the front of it labeled according to these oils so I don't get confused. Any kind of like tabs or sticky notes or anything like that come in very handy here, so you don't get anything mixed up. You want to make sure that the containers that you're using, separate amount of containers, is according to however many body oils or rollers that you'll be using or creating, shall I say. And then you want to make sure that the test tubes the droppers, I'm sorry, that you'll be using will make sure they're individual, separate enough for each one, so you don't cross-contaminate anything or get any scents mixed up. So on the other tray, I have, as you can see, the certain oils that I'll be using set aside to my scents that, will bring nutrients and stuff that's needed necessarily to keep the skin moist and not dry us out or anything, or for that matter. So you can use, when filling up your different containers there, to start mixing your products together, you can either use the droppers itself, a syringe, or you can just eyeball it. I mainly eyeball everything and test it that way, and then get the perfect scent or the perfect amount of oil and level and everything else that is needed to create my signature body oil, so to speak. So once you got the desired level of oils and stuff that you need, then you're going to start mixing everything evenly together. And I do want to mention, be sure during your mixing that you do not mix your droppers, and stir, mix one and then use that same dropper and go stir another one. You're going to, mix your scents up. And then that will also affect, you know, the selling of your product as well, because somebody might be allergic to a certain scent, or somebody might not necessarily like that scent. So if it's mixed, you know, you can face, you know, issues in the long run, and we don't want that. So right here I'm showing you how to add in your scents, your scented oils or your flavor oils. Prior to mixing. Here I used about, I want to say it was like 25 drops. And you gotta be very careful, you know, barely squeeze it so the drops come out perfect. As you can see right there, give or take 20 to 25 drops. And again, like I said, you know, I'm eyeballing everything. You don't want to make your stuff too strong to where nobody wants your product, or, you know, post bad reviews, or vice versa. You don't want it, you know, nobody to say that, you know, it's not strong enough. So you want to make sure you can, you know, kind of eyeball everything and test it out and see, you know, what works best for you and, you know, your scent and everything, and, you know, keep your clientele, your customer base and audience in mind. Again, right here, I'm just demonstrating, you know, make sure you keep your droppers separate for each different one, so, you know, you don't cross-contaminate your scents and everything, your oils. And, you know, fully stir everything completely. You'll see what I'm talking about. I didn't, you know, zoom in necessarily here, but when you look inside these individual containers, you'll see that, you know, your oils mixing with the fragrances, or shall I say your scented oils or flavored scented oils. It might, you know, cause a different coloration so that you can see it mix well. Some are dark, some are lighter. Certain oils like your vitamin E, your shea, and your different oils like that are a lot thicker as well, so you're not going to need as much in each container as you would, you know, maybe your vitamin E or your coconut oil or something like that, that's like a little thinner to use. And then on top of that, like if you use like a vanilla scent, your vanilla is more of a brownish dark color, so you want to make sure you mix that really, really well if that's, you know, one of the ones that you're kind of going with. But again, it's all with the eye. Eyeball it, look at it, judge it, take your time with it. Don't rush it. Perfection takes time. And even then, so we're still not perfect. But guys, when I tell y'all this stuff smelled so good all together, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It had my house smelling wonderful. Okay, so once everything is fully mixed together properly, you're gonna, if you're anything like my clumsy ass, you want to make sure you go ahead and put all the tops back on everything that you're not using, so you don't knock anything over and waste any product, because we do not want to waste any money. Wasting product equals wasting money, and we're trying to profit here. Okay, right here I'm showing you how I was talking about earlier on the foam part of what my rollers come in. I like to label all the way across according to the color coding of the bottles. And then also on my display spinner thing, whatever you want to call it, I did label it as well, is what I was showing you here, so that my where I'll be housing my rollers is labeled according to the lineup of my fragrances, or shall I say my scented oils, as well as my roller tubes itself. That way, and also the red containers that I'm using, everything is in order, so I do not mix anything up. Again, like I said, an easier way to do that was, you can just label everything if you want. But keep in mind, sometimes if you label too much, you're going to end up washing it off anyways. So what you want to do is go ahead and get your first empty roller bottle, and you can either use mini funnels. You can order online or through your vendor mini funnels that'll fit perfectly in there, and then you take the dropper or a syringe and extract the oil out of the containers that you're using, and and fill up your empty roller bottles that way. Or you can directly just put the dropper, use a dropper or syringe directly into the bottle. Now I will tell you, that's what I'm showing you right there. These little test tubey dropper utensils or tools break very, very easy at the bulb part. So that's what I was just telling you, or showing you, shall I say, right here. I did try to go get some syringes, maybe to try to use them instead of those, but I only have 4, and right here I'm doing 6 separate body oils. So of course I didn't want to cross-contaminate my oils or mix my scents together. So I just went ahead and kept using the droppers there. So once you fill everything up, always stop at the top lip of it before it goes to the screw-on part of the bottle. And you want to do this because when you put the roller cap on, if you fill it too far, too high to the top, when you push that down, product's gonna go everywhere, and you don't want to waste product, like I said before. So filling it to that top lip is still full, and that the top of your roller cap is going to fit all the way down and meet the top of that lip, as you can see right here. Still full to the top. So that way you're not wasting product. That's a win for you as the producer, and the consumer is not getting gypped or wasting their money as well, as your clients, your audience, and everything like that. So it's a win-win all the way around. So you're just going to repeat this step all the way until your bottles are completely full. Just a small note at the once you're done, you want to I like to use like a spray bottle with alcohol in it and kind of mist everything, and then take a paper towel and wipe everything off. That'll get any kind of oil residue that's from your gloves, or any like spillage or anything off like that, so it's not slippery or oily once it arrives to your customer or clientele base. And here is the final product of the oils, body oils. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.